the man I'm about to invite to speak, I know that he doesn't love to speak. I've told you so much. He pushes me in the limelight, but he doesn't want to come in the limelight. And I'm also like, we are going together. He just loves to be there, supporting, sponsoring, and praying and pushing you. But every time he speaks, whether it's in public or we are just the two of us, I am always feeding off him, and he has mentored me for the past 20 years. So for me, it's a privilege. Whenever he has something to say, I am all ears, and I never get tired, and I never take for granted any word that comes out of his mouth. You're welcome.
The introduction was super.
Because that is who you truly
are. The introduction
are.
was really super. Hello. How are you? At least a high five to the person seated next to you. Come on. Wow. Hilda here is a blessing in so many ways. But one thing this particular year was one of the hardest years of her life, where God had to take her through some special training and some special fires. Say fires. And sometimes I would watch and I'm like, you enjoyed the fire, I would pray for you. Because it's God, and God loves us, that sometimes he sets up the fire for some people. So this is your fire. But I'm here for you. She's had to go through some seasons that have stretched her. And it was all because of a specific test, a specific prophecy upon her life of a new dimension and a new level of operation that she's walking into. Someone flew into the country just specifically to tell her that this is what God has told me. You're getting into a new dimension. You're a trailblazer, and everything about you is going to change, but it's not going to be easy. Things are going to happen. And then things started happening. So when she started crying, I'm like, you are dirty. They have to happen. So God is so good, and God is super nice, that when he wants to do something new, you must feel it. So he does it anyway. So when you're going through some of the fires that you're going through, it's only that God is elevating you. Yeah, you have surpassed that level now. You understand, eh? So God is taking you to another level. So for God to be able to spread you and stretch you, that you may fit in that office. And some of them, man, they are painful. Ego, pride, you keep chopping until it feels like now you're ready. And then he ushers you in. So Hilda has had to go through some of those moments, but I bless the Lord for who you are. Number 2, I bless the Lord for the prayerful woman that you are. Bannange, nebaza Katonda nange akensusso. Mukama yampa omukazi omulungi, alina amagezi, atya Katonda atasaba. So recently, so look at you. Look at you, really. Let me get all this beauty for me. All of this for me. Me. Hey. I've never woken her up at night to pray. She will wake up and pray. If it's to work and she has those reports she has to make, she will sit and make those reports. She happens to work under me. Sometimes I'm like, that is not my burden. Don't bring it to my home. It's at office. You deal with it. You handle. If the bends are giving you headache, enjoy it. Deal with it. Leave me to think about bigger things. But in all that, she's been a great woman. And I appreciate you for that, Hilda. I really do. God has blessed me. And I'm in this space I'm enjoying, I'm having a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun seeing you grow. I'm having a lot of fun seeing you rich. It's good to make money, right? Oh, nakino kanchi bagambe. Abasajja abali wano sente z'omukyala ziwooma. So there are those times when nzirya naye nzirya saagala zigwewo. Hey, ziri oba obula zisekanga kijjukizo. Oziryako mpola. So I like it when she comes and she's like, this money nzikusizeemu nawe zirye. Nkwata $10 nengamba ngenda lulya mpola. So I like it when I see all that growth, and I bless God for that. The men in here, when you marry well, you sleep well. And while we were behind there, what I'm going to talk about is something that we shared with the men out there. That's what I feel like sharing. First and foremost, every man in this room, tumukubireko mungalo. As men, waliwo ekyatwambala nga kitugaana okuyiga, but when a man comes to a space of growth, I bless God. Most of us think we know, but we don't know. We are so naive and so stupid, but we are comfortable. And it seems to be okay. Tutomera ne tukola ensobi ey'ekisiro gy'olabira ddala nti this is stupid naye n'ogikola n'okigwamu ne twekunkumulako enfuufu wali oguddeko ekigwo ekiswaza. Nali nguddeko ekigwo ekiswaza yakinyumyako ono naseerera n'engwa naye nga wenseereredde n'engwira badde siina kugwirawo naye n'engwa bwe nagwa n'ennyanguwa nnyimuke nga tewali andabye mba sinaba kuyimirira n'enzirawo n'ennyanguwa era nveewo mangu nga tewali andabye n'enzirawo n'engwa bwe nagwa n'enterera n'ebigere n'ennandama bulungi n'empoozinga buli omu n'andaba n'aseka n'ennyimuka mpola mpola n'envaawo. And that was a lesson. Now, most men are in that place where they don't know, but they're not doing anything about knowing. Now, I made a statement while we were there, and I said, we've been told so many times that a man is the head of the house. And I'm like, no, I disagree with you. You are the foundation of the house. You are the foundation holding the house. So everything that we see up here that glitters, that is beautiful, God was like, akanyirirako kangu. So we saga. Recently we went on a trip with the Fionas, and we got to a duty-free shop. Ne bandetera biru ya $1 zali 10 meka nengamba ziweddewo mondeke. It's not easy. But what makes a difference is when you are the foundation, you make everything that everyone can see glitter and beautiful. And guess what? No one sees the foundation. No one knows that you even exist. But what they see and appreciate is everything about. But guess what? We don't build from up down. We build from down up. So abasajja, we tighten into way and we make it happen. And that's our place as men. Now, there is no place of leadership for you as a man when you're ignorant and lacking in knowledge. Where are you taking us? That's where some of the women have looked into your eyes and have said, I don't even know what I'm following. And the thing here is, you've worked so hard to get into that space where your woman has zero confidence in who you are and what you represent. Well, because when they are in this battle, they want to see Christine, chakola kubaba angula, kubayigiriza. Some of your wives have come to us and have told us, my man is too shallow. I don't think I can have this conversation with him. I am serious. So while I was behind there, I was telling men, tweyambe tuli bubi. Where a man does not lead, there is no woman that will follow. And when men don't lead, generations get lost. So this year, we launched a serious campaign as men to help ourselves in so many ways. And my testimony today is the men that have been coming to these fellowships are somewhere. I know that Pastor Eric is not here. Oh, he's here. Oh, I didn't know that he was already here. Pastor Eric, jangu musumba. Waba wali ajje. Please, Pastor Eric, tumukubireko mu ngalo ng'ajja. Pastor Eric here has done a great job mobilizing men. We meet every Thursday. And as men, when we meet, amaziga g'ekisajja si mangu. Naye bw'oba gakaaba kikungu. So we get in those spaces where nituganyigamuuko nga bikalubye. And I want to appreciate this man. He's done such a great job together with Haruna Jangu. Millionaire. These two have done a great job mobilizing and coordinating the men's network and fellowship that happens every Thursday. Era kano kankayiseewo ng'akalango. Bw'oli mukyala ng'oli eyo, nga bikulemeredde, nga bikuzotoweredde, tusindikire omwami. Tusindikire omwami, tujja kweyamba, tujja kweyubula, tujja becoming better. And this we are doing, we started not long ago, but how long?
2 months.
2 months, myezi ebiri. We call it the men meet. When we meet, we talk about everything, finances, character, relationships. We talk about all things. N'okubageya tubageyanga. Tumala obageya ne tumala ne tubawa sente zaffe. So we do all those things in our gatherings. We are determined and really determined to make sure that our communities change. We believe you change one man, you change a village. You impact one man, you impact a generation. We are helping ourselves become better people. You have a brother, send them over. Okay? Send them over. We'll help them. Some of them are lost and they don't even know that they are. Okay? Some are stuck in masturbation. We do all these things. We talk. We meet and we talk and we talk. Now, kugamba nti nze sabuni yanfukirako sabuni. Netugamba nti tukitegeera sigwe weka, ate sigwe asoose, ate sigwe asembye. Naye waliwo ekyokuddamu. So we don't just take it to pray only, but we get very practical, very, very practical. To mean we walk with you all the way. And we are there, not to judge you, but we walk with you all the way to make sure that you're somewhere. Mudeyo mutule, thank you. Eric yono atera okulekawo mukyala we. Naye nga mukyala we yono ye Fifi. You want to say something? Okay.
Good evening. I just wanted to ask about the men meet. I just wanted to know some details about it. Does it include a certain group of age group? Does it include a particular age group? That's number one. Then number two, does it include men that are in violence-based marriages or relationships? Because we are having so many of that, and the women we mentor, some of them have seen these in their marriages, and some men have also come to us saying, actually, I'm going through this, but who is helping the men? So I don't know if there's an age bracket or if it's also handling those domestic violence issues, or it's just to develop the men.
Yes, I think, Eric, you want to respond to that?
Thank you. Now, for the start, we don't have a particular age bracket as long as somebody has grown into manhood. We are not yet at the boys' level. We are with men, single, married, violence-based relationships, whatever challenge a man is facing, we deal with those. Anything related to men. Yeah, so any person who has grown in Uganda, I would think 16 and above, people from that age onwards, we deal with them and we share the knowledge with them. So whatever challenge related to men, we handle it. We meet every Thursday, starting from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. at Media Plaza, where there is Spirit Media and the boardroom.
Thank you, Pastor Eric. I think I'm done. Monkubideko mungalo, nzireyo ntule.
Thank you so much. Nabagambye si mwami wa bigambo bingi nnyo, but I've had a chance to eavesdrop some of their conversations. They are really helping men. And one thing I know that he has had it on his heart for so long. And there is a huge difference when someone that is practicing the reality of what he's talking about talks about something. So I believe that for every woman or every man that is going to come under their guidance, one thing I can speak for him, that what he says is less than what he does. I don't know whether you understand it. Who he is or what you see is not who he is. Now, me, I am privileged to be in his life to know that he is more than that. His mentorship takes time. I think for those of you that have been under, he's not bugu. He will want to walk the journey and he will want to squeeze information about you. I used to have a problem with that when we had just started dating. Like, why do you be that detail? Like, what times, man, what did you, and like, I would be crying, I would be refusing my name, I don't want, and like, he would walk the journey with you and say, Nyabo, this journey is for maturity. So, we are going to be two mature people in this relationship, doing mature things. So, I had to learn the hard way to make sure that I step up to the plate. And let me tell you, that took a lot of growing up. But I know that when he chooses to nurture someone, he will give them time. And one thing that I know about men, I'm a mentor, I'm in this space, but I don't think I have the patience, the level of patience that he has. Because mentorship takes patience. But he will know that you are wrong or you are supposed to be written off, and he will still say, oh, Charlie, you get it? Like, he will still find goodness. I know I have that, but he goes way beyond, and that's such a blessing. So whenever you're looking for a mentor, don't just look for a mentor for the sake of a mentor. Mentors have traits, and they have special callings, and a mentor has to pass on something tangible. Okay? Not air. Not fluff. Okay, we want to do the questions, and I want us to run a marathon and be able to ask our questions. And Coach Patu, tusanyuse nnyo kulaba. Patricia, good to have you. Questions, I want us to be bold, ask our questions. This is the last meeting where we have before we even cut the cake. I need us to ask those questions. Duke is here, he's going to respond. Tim is here, he's going to respond. So bring on the questions, business, life, relationships, whatever it is, just stand up and give us your question.
Good evening, guys. I'm called King Ronald Chance, and I'm super excited to be in this place for my very first time.
Good to have you.
You know, guys, talking about grace, being here alone is grace. Because you don't know how many times I've procrastinated coming here. I normally listen to you guys on Bob Radio. And I normally rush every day. I have to rush and go home and listen. And I hear, And sometimes I find the programs are repeated. I say, I will listen to it again. Sabiti. You have such a wonderful wife. I don't know how you guys, you happen to choose each other, but it is such a wonderful marriage. It's a grace. And I'm finally here in the last meeting of the year, and I'm so grateful to God that I'm here. And I think starting with next year, I'll be here every time, because when I saw those guys who were there in mentoring, they were only ladies, and I was like, what is this? No, almost they are ladies dominating this thing. Why can't we speak up for ourselves, you men?
I love that.
We are taking our responsibility, you guys. We should stand up and fight for a thing we're supposed to lead. Like, as in, for me, I'm a religious guy. I believe in the power of prayer and I believe in God. And when it comes to Genesis 1:8, he was like, I'm trying to talk about, like, as in finding who you are, acting yourself. Like, he said, in the beginning, God created man and he blessed us and he gave it us all. He was like, he blessed us equally. We are all blessed. We are all blessed in an equal way. There's no like, I gave much blessings to the other one, or he gave much blessing to this one and this one. He blessed us equally. He gave us much blessings. So we should always act on our blessings. And sadly, I'm a victim also. I've not been able to exploit my potential, to know what God has given me.
Now you have come, you have started.
I have started.
The grace has been released.
I normally listen to you on radio. And I called you, I was like, I'm the guy who called. So I'm just here to say that I've found such a great family. I don't have a question, but I'm just excited that in a man, I'm very excited. Finally, I have come here. Finally, I have made a decision to come and step up and say, like, let me go and make myself and I made up myself and like, let me try to do something about my life. So that I don't feel like those guys. So I'm very inspired by you. I'm grateful that I'm here and I pray that the grace keeps me here.
Going.
So thank you very much.
Welcome home. This is a family. Yeah, we're here to love on you and then to grow together. Yes. Questions? I can see hands.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
My name is Gary Chigozi. Allow me speak Luganda kubalwe manyonyo.
It's okay.
Njagala kwebaza abogezi bonna babaddewo. Ekyamazima mukyala wange yanfosinze okujja. Era twabiyombeddemu nga saagala kujja. Because sawa 10 zabadde ngamba mbaddeko ne meeting. Ne muga sijja kugenda na kali. Kati netu meeting ya ssente bino byakwogera nempulira nga mbutufu binyiiza. Naye bwe ntuuse nenga kantulemu eddakiika 2 ntudde paka webiwedde ne keeki ngenda jirya.
Ne keeki ogenda jirya. Kiraba?
Ebyaddala byonna ebyogeddwa mbadde mbiwulira naye birungi. Tweyanziza nnyo tweyanzeege. Okutuwa ebintu bwe biti ate ku bwereere. Abalala babisasulira. Naye bwe tuba nga tubifuna ate ku bwereere. N'obutabonguzeeko kubanga ndaba nga bwe nfunyeeko katono kangende neeyongeze.
Amina, amina. Bananga omukyala tukwagala nnyo akensuso. Omukyala aluwa tumulabeko. Banaye mumumpereka haga. Amulana tukwagala mwaka ensuso bananga amaka ganyuma mwenna mukula nga mwenna mweyubula tubako ekipya kyetweyongerako tuyinza okuba nga sigamba nti kipya nnyo totikimanyi naye bw'obeera mu bantu nabo abeefubako naawe ogenda okulaba nga weesindiikiriza. Thank you so much. You're such a blessing. Yes. Questions?
Praise God.
Yes, praise him.
My name is Faith. I'm also a journalist, and I also don't like these gatherings. That's for a fact. My sister there just persuaded me to be here.
Okay.
But, yeah, my question goes to Mr. Dennis.
Yes.
Yeah. Growing up, we've always been told to follow your passion. You can't really enjoy what you're doing if you don't love it, you don't have it at heart.
I was relating with one of your books, and I read it every day. So I am very honored and blessed to be here. But my question mainly goes to Mr. Bahati. He talked about the meetup. Me, I'm now after the action bit. Yes, as men, as a man, we're supposed to be leaders. And we have lost our spot. So I'm very glad about the initiative. I just wanted to know. I know it's on a Thursday. I'm just trying to make sure now no one misses, regardless of whether they are present or not. So my point is, do we have any recordings? Is there going to be a WhatsApp group? Is there going to be a recording shared there for anyone who ever is caught up somewhere?
Okay.
Because I know there are many who would want to attend. Many men. I'm also a mobilizer, low-key. I'm also a leader wherever I go, but I also know there are many people going through these challenges.
Yeah.
And I would love to help as well. So I'm glad, and I would love Mr. Bahati to take us through that. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. So, Mr. Sabiti, do I hand over to you so that you can...
It's a straightforward one. We are struggling with putting our information out there, but Eric and I, together with Aruna, we are discussing that. Because sometimes when we are in that space, it's very private and very confidential. That some of the things that are mentioned there, we don't want them out there. So we chase out these guys with cameras. Maybe if these guys with cameras would mute certain things, then probably it will work. But we are still, but when you come, you might have ideas. Okay, we are open. Okay, it's still a new space and we are learning. So when you come and join us, probably you can sit and discuss and see how to do it. But then there's information in that gathering that could be very helpful if we distributed it. So probably with a few heads around and a few discussions going, we can come up with ideas of way to handle that. I think it's achievable because even my wife here has been saying, I've been eavesdropping on everything you're doing. That information, you're so selfish to keep it in only that room. Get it out there. And I'm like, Tuveko. So when you come, probably we will see how to go about that. Something small about passion, really very small. I'm one of the few that did not last long, who did not believe in employment. I probably attended the same school. I hated employment, and because I wanted to make more money. The long and short of it, I wanted to make more money, period. I felt it was only okay to have the servitude, but in my servitude, I wanted to learn, and after I have learned, I go. That was me. So I gave myself a target that I will not stay in employment after 35 years. And that was me. Okay? And immediately after 35, it happened. And I started that journey of entrepreneurship, and I've never looked back. Just like he said, the greatest things that happen is after a man takes that risk, and that risk turns out to be worth it, and things start to happen, and great things start to happen, and more great things, and you enjoy until you get to a level. Some of us, the levels that we are at, you can work for a full year without being paid. It's called the joys of ownership. Everyone is paid and you're not paid, and you're the last one to sleep well because URA is knocking every day, and the only email you receive is, "Thank you so much for building our country, Uganda. As URA, we love you so much, but because we don't pay this money by this date, we are going to close you down." And you're like, "Oh God." So there's a lot to learn. Now, going back to passion, there's something so special about passion. And we should differentiate passion, career, okay? Because having a career is one thing, and there can be passion in your career. But I like talking about passion in relation to skill. Having the passion, transforming into a skill. And after transforming it into a skill, okay, you turn your skill into money making. Now, that's something that I usually do, even with my own stuff. I do those things where I tell them, you will never get rich working for me. When you make $1 million, I'll take 900,000, I'll give you 20. You want to make permanent? Yes. Think like me. Think like you're the owner of this business. Think like you have the passion and the skill of production, audio production. What more can you do that can put more money in your pocket? Number one, can you get someone? Can you create a company? You have this equipment before you, and it's my equipment. When you make money and you're happy, I'm happy. So sometimes I push them because they have the passion, but what they need is the guidance to monetize their passion. And it's possible even in journalism. I know people who are making a lot of money silently, a lot of it. A lot of it. So the thing here is you can be helped to transform your passion into a skill and monetize it. It's an interesting journey, but you can. You can. And just like he said, don't drop your work, do your work, but after office hours, practice your passion. There's quite some money to make from it. At least I know so many who are making a lot of money from passion-based businesses. Passion-based businesses that have excelled, and some of them have gotten to a point where they're like, I don't mind employment, to hell with employment, and they're feeding off their passion.
Praise the Lord. I'm happy to be in this place. I came by a friend, Anderson. He called me and told me about this program. And for the short time that I've been here, I've learned something. And I have a question. My question is, if I'm a person that is trying to fight with self-esteem, and how I can find myself, maybe to know that maybe I'm good at this, and like how can I really know that I'm good at something, or how can I even develop my esteem as a person? Because it's really challenging, like not to have that esteem in you, like each where you go, you're trying to hustle, like, yeah, I need to be helped. Thank you so much.
Okay, number one, welcome. It's so good to have you. And then number two, getting to know who you are, or self-awareness, is a journey, okay? You begin it intentionally. Because prior to that, it's possible that you've been doing a lot of things, but you just don't get to know that I like this, or this, you stick to this. So that means if you come, for example, we have the mentorship. Now, when most people sign up for the mentorship, sometimes why they come into the mentorship is not exactly why they should be in mentorship. Some of them sign up because they want to be coaches, and then they discover they're very good business people, and their passion is in business, and they want to thrive. I think you remember Lillian, that she wanted to be a coach, a children's coach. But again, I told her, you cannot throw your business. You are passionate about your business. How can we brand it? How can we monetize it? She has a line of spices. She now coaches people. She teaches people how to cook. She has a catering company, and she's thriving. She's doing so well. But it came from doing multiple things, trying out the coaching, trying out public speaking. I told her, don't drop your cooking thing. You like it. Don't drop your storytelling. She loves storytelling, and she's doing that also as a job in some companies where they love storytelling and NGOs. So you realize that in order to find who you truly are, sometimes you must get your hands dirty. Like practice with multiple things. For example, you love designing, okay, and then you love radio, and then you love, the only thing is you have to be exposed to some of these things, because what we lack, some of us, is the exposure. And then the personal guidance, where someone can vividly look you into the eye and tell you, what do you love? List, when people come and they give them these assignments of, list the 50 problems that you feel you want to rectify in this world. They think I am joking. Some of them reach number 5 and they don't have any problems to write. And then, yeah, you will tell them, what are you passionate about? And some of them don't even know. But when you go through the journey, they discover, all along, I really, really have loved children, but I didn't know that there is anything like working with children and me earning money while I work with children. Or just being a content creator. That you wake up and you're a lifestyle content creator or a faith content creator. People are making money just by sitting down and journaling and looking good and looking cute, and they're on internet making money. You get it? So that means there's a whole lot of spectrum that has been opened up where you can plug into. But you need guidance to be able to know what you are passionate about, and then its ability to be monetized, okay? And then its longevity on the market, because there are certain things that are short-lived and there are certain things that have the ability of longevity. And then there are certain things where you have the ability to do it concurrently with other things, and there are certain things that they dominate and you can't have time for any other thing. So you realize that the spectrum is quite huge, but you need help, individual help. Okay, where is the microphone? Okay.
Hello, guys.
Hi.
Hi, Mama.
Hi, beautiful.
Hi, Papa. Thank you for
You're
that
welcome.
job well done.
Thank you.
Guys will allow me use my native language because I feel like I want to express myself. I'm a member here, so not so regular. Yeah, but I follow you up everywhere. This Hold by Hand has really done so good to me. Native language, sorry. Chinkoze bulungi. This person, I mean, hardware business. Hi, it had taken me. Oh, but I came. I remember I sat there. No, we are in the other room. 50.
Yes, Rally room ID.
I actually asked for your number. I called you one time. No number. But why would you want a counseling session when you always come for Hold My Hand? Then I was in my brains like, Sham, wake up. The last time I came here, now it is everything. I went back in my book. The CD was playing in my head, every word you were saying for the previous talks. Now what do I do? Okuswala debali. I've been in these expensive shops. Kumbe, you're even paying for the landlord. You're muamu ne profit.
I know.
I'm working for them. You're not even seeing anything. I'm a professional. So I was like, what do you do? Listen, to at least you have a voice. Then put it into existence. Nengamba katika answale. Bagenda kulaba ng'ova mu kizimbe ky'abaloodi ogenda mu kye bamanyi eky'abakapere. I went there. Surprisingly, I'm making money there.
Wow.
You know, from a place, I actually spoke to God and was like, God, this is my test, I accept. Nchikiriza, it is my test. But help me handle it. Never muchifo osasula bukadde buna rent to a place where I'm paying 350. I'm making more money.
Wow.
No kusingeri.
Wow. Wow.
I was so common in the market. Olina kutunulira hajati bakulaba nti oyiriba. Sikyalabika bakudduuka. Because of what? I took the advice. Thank you so much.
Wow. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Now, here's what I want to start with. Me, my year will start in this December. Yeah.
Hey.
I want to go. Ndaba eno gye nadda. Bakongo banji. Those guys give us money. Because I just changed the business actually. These small locks, what, to safety. Of course, I deal also in the locks because you cannot change there and there.
Everything.
But there are those loyal customers who still come for the other
things.
Kati nenkola ne safety. So I find myself nti nfunye business mu Bakongo ne mu na Kenya. Now I have this husband. He's a good man, but waliwo wempulira I'm limited. Nengamba naliyagadde njiribeke Congo. Because when I go to a win and pick my things, waliwo ebintu bye baleeta, I pick those from Dubai, I pick those from China. Nengenda nabyo because I know the specific items you beetaaga. Nengenda ke Congo, but I'm limited. But it's something that I still would really
work.
Help me and expand more. Nga tokoma okulinda client ku dduuka. Online omukongo tajja manya online. I want that advice. How do I deal with a partner akulimiting? Because with my brains I would be more. But because of this partner akulimiting, you get it? Now I'm a baker as well. Naigane baking inze neiribira. But I'm limited. Baker tebebaka bakers here. Teba tulo. Anka ba kwagala mbuliri. How are you going to manage? You get me? So I want to know how to deal. There is something that really came out of me. I learned how to defend myself on certain things, and I can really speak up. But I like to know how to deal with such a partner, because I don't want to be like harsh. I really want to do it civil way, nga tutambula bulungi, and I don't want to disrespect him. But how do I deal with such a person? Nga akulimitinga. But you know, like, there are those people like me, I can explode when I'm given that chance. Actually, at one point, you'd be like, if I was single, I would be rich. You know, I'm not regretting meeting him. I'm not regretting having him. Yeah. But there is that limits me. Yeah. How do I deal with such a person? Hope I'm understood.
Very, very, very. I understand you 150%. The only issue here is it's not something that you can just deal in just a go, because it's something that I think we've tried to handle, that when a man does not take the place of leadership, they become insecure. And eventually when they become insecure, they become monsters. Everything that a woman does becomes a threat. So you are like what? You're like a time bomb, just like yes. So in most cases, to safeguard our space as men, okay, we use any other means to make you feel like I am the man. So in trying to make you feel I'm a man, you read the signal the other way around. That you're insecure, you're not a leader, and I don't think I will obey, and I don't think I will follow. Because the reason as why you're asking that question is you're not comfortable. You feel you would have done more, but the blessing called a man has become nothing short of a limitation and a curse. And that's not a place that we want as men. Men mwemuli, mukole sente, basajja mukole sente, abakazi baleke kukanga ne bakutiisa no. So I have this belief that taking him on that journey is going to be very hard for you. Anything that you say or do will be misinterpreted. The only self-awareness that he needs cannot come from you. Okay, the awareness he needs cannot come from you. It has to come from everywhere else other than you. The moment it comes from you, it will be misread, misinterpreted, signal completely lost in between. You read it as disrespect. Actually, bajana kutuza ka meeting akamango ku muzikiti bagamba omukazi ayononese. You know that kind of thing. So I'm thinking, find time, we take this conversation on beyond this. If that's okay with you. Okay? There are so many ways that can be done. It's easier for a man to listen to a fellow man. It's easy.
I'll still add on this. It's not a good thing. But again, I have seen so many marriages shake where the woman feels, now, in order for me to go any further, I must be rebellious. Yes, and I think some of you have seen it. Omukyala n'amanya nti buli kye nnina okutuukako nina kunyweza mutwe. Because some of them discovered, bwe nyweza omutwe n'enkikola amala n'addamu n'anziriramu. Nagamba wange watandika byakusaaga naye birabika ng'ebikutteyo. Naye nga luli yali tasobola kuwalukusa kukikola. Naye nga bw'omugamba nti ngenda ate sikugambye nti ky'oba okola. But I have seen some of them. Yes, I have seen some of them. For example, a man ng'atya nnyo obuvunaanyizibwa to the extent tayagala kuzaala mwana. Omukyala olubuto n'alufuna n'ajjamu either kyonna kyajjamu ng'omwami tamanyi n'alufuna. Ne bayita mu tagali naye ate omwami n'ayagala nnyo omwana. Nenga yali yamugamba sikulabangayo. You get it? Olina nagamba banange nyimbiridde omwami embaga. N'atuuka watuuka namugamba bwe bateri mbaga tubiveeko sigala weka nange ngende. Agenda okulaba bikyankalanye n'alyoka amuwasa. You get it? So waliwo abantu nga babakanye ebintu nga bikola kibigwerayo naddala abaami because of insecurity. And yet omukyala you feel nze okwefuula ddofine neefuula omugonvu for the rest of my life nkifuniramu wa? Kubanga ne bwe nnaakusaba omugatte gwe njagala togenda gumpa. Naye bwe mba nkulaze wengenda ogujja kikujjako ki bw'oba tonnesiga kugenda nze kakale jangu nange. Naye waakiri tubeeko kye tukola ki? Kye tukola. You get it? So it's both ways, but let's sit down and talk at a personal level. Tulabe, how you can be able to go around that, because you need happiness, and then you need your marriage as well. So we must be able to find a way that you will still have your marriage and be happy and still go after your goals.
Naffe tukkirizibwa okwongerako? Oh. Bampadde Haji, njatola shahada. Hajat, I just had a question. Have you tried talking to him?
I have actually tried many times. You know, maybe I'm this alpha female that I have not discovered yet. Obwongo bukola. Like, even his business, I'm actually there. Tukoze tutya kati wano. Chino, you know, I think he has that fear, eh?
Yes.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I've tried.
If you've talked to him and he has not understood you, because I want to believe that, again, this is a personal discovery that a lot of us men, because we don't think through the process, bongambe chintu njagala kulaba solution eriwa, we usually look at the end goal. Sometimes, maybe, again, the fact that you've said into Oyogedeko naina inga teri chichuka, I was starting to think that maybe you've not fully explained to him. But also, women need to understand how men operate. You need to find his best spot. Nva mu gyenvudde binkubye ongambo yagala genda kongo ogwo ndawa. Okitegeera. As women, you know when your man is at his best, and when you bring it up, don't be the alpha woman that you are. Be the sweetest woman you've never been. Hey baby, you know, be the sweetest. As men, we always have the weak spot. I'm not saying you've not done this, but I'm just assuming if you've not. Find those moments when you need to talk to him, and talk to him in a calm way. Explain to him the benefits so that he can see it. Abantu abamu tetulaba nga okujjako nga bamaze tulaga nti kakati bwe nakikola bwenti ne bwe nkikola bwenti ne bwenti, this is what is going to happen. Like she said, maybe you suggest you move together, because the reason as to why he's limiting you, alowooza nti bono ogenda, you know what happens if you're married. You get bahaji tuli bali so protective. All men are so protective of their women. They feel intimidated, but that is of course for weak men. Kakati go ino chimutekamu omuwe the courage chimwagazise nti I think she's right. Maybe let's try it out. Maybe it will work out. That's what I think.
Okay, and we have cake. Any more last question? We have space for one. Okay. Nia in a microphone. Okay.
Good evening once again.
Good evening.
I will start by some notes I took, and one of the presenters said that if you see that things ain't working out, you leave, but what is normally done, people advise us not to go an extra step, because it's after that extra step that lies your goal. So I think you can also take that. And if anyone ever forgets me, at least you remember me for this statement. I told the person of my interest that when you love someone, now it is to my dear Hajat, that when you love someone, you love them with what they love. So maybe also that can work out. But
do we have any question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Please, my question is there any, for some people who are distant, is there any like live stream or Google Meet, something like that, or a link for us to have the
Okay.
session.
Okay.
If I got him well, he asked okulemerako, something like that. Baba gambo okulemerako. Okulemerako kintu kirungi nnyo era bangi bakifunyemu. But perseverance sometimes is not the solution. And I speak this in this sense. Osobola kubanga olemedde ku kintu nti olemeddeko naye nga si kintu Katonda kyakwagaza okukola. N'olemera ku kintu myaka 10, I'm persevering. No. Nedda. Sometimes, for example, if you're fishing here, nga tolabamu kyennyanja, ojja sigalawo nti let me persevere. Neeti eno gikyuse, ogiteekeko ewalala, ojja kukwasa ekyennyanja. Somebody spoke about they haven't really figured themselves out what they are capable of. You cannot until you try out a couple of things, okay? Maybe, just maybe, nti bw'ogezaako kino ne kigaana n'ogezaako kino, sigambye nti be jumping up and down here and there. No, no, no. All I'm saying is, bw'olaba ekitajja, soko kiwumuzeeko, looks in a different direction. With your perseverance, things are definitely going to come out. Abamu tulemerako ne tulemerako at 50 tulemeddeko nenga we break down until nenga si kye tulina okukola. And like I told you, I took the risk. I had worked in media for about 8 or 7 years. Nga nange nkola ki nemerako. Naye we natuuka ekisanenga nayo manyi ndowooza sigambye nti buli ali mu media kikwata. But me, I had different perceptions, different goals, different dreams, and I have seen that work. When I changed the net to a different setting, things have worked out, and I'm super grateful. So perseverance is not always, naye nga kulemerako is a good thing.
Thank you so much. Please, let's give him a round of applause in appreciation. Thank you so much. The reason as to why we don't have a live stream for the end of month meetings is because we want them to be intimate and we want to be here in person. When you give Ugandans a chance to have the stream and you tell them, hey, wabato sobola kujja bambi bera ku stream, they will all opt for Zoom. But we all know that when we come here, the power of fellowship. Fellowship is not a Christian word. Fellowship is a normal word that you come together mukutabagana in community. Just like you've had different questions and different illustrations, you go out with a bigger picture than when you are online. Online is just an option. And indeed, when we do, for example, we have Hold My Hand, annual membership. I told you, Hold My Hand became an annual membership. And guess what? It's very, very cheap. $100 for a full year. What we want from you is your commitment. Now, there is that platform of Hold My Hand, okay? And then we have those that are on the mentorship. Today, we are also Black Friday on the list. They are adding mentorship. And we are giving 60% today if you sign up. 60% discount. If someone signs out today, you can sign up, but we start in January. So that means you have time to prepare your money or whatever it is. And tetulina gwe tugoba, what we want is your growth more than anything. Not even the money, but your growth. But your money is commitment that you will show up, that you will do the work, because no one does the work for you. So today we're giving them 60%, but it ends today. It starts now and it ends after now. Sorry? How much is 60%? Do you want to explain that? Now, 60%, oh my God, I even mentioned that value without saying. Because we are at?
All right, the Mentorship Academy is now at $300, which is more or less like 1.1 M. So 60% takes you to about 440,000. Really, like, yeah. And these are the benefits that come with that. You are part of Coach Bahati's inner circle for a full year. You have an opportunity to attend more events. Do you know that she runs more events apart from this? Those that are paid for and highly paid for. Then you have an opportunity to have one-on-one with her. And then you have a discount on all her merchandise. So there are very many benefits that come with that. Of course, other courses that she's running right now that you will be a part of and you can be able to participate in. So the sign up, like she has said, ends at midnight. I'm the person to go to.
Okay, let's have our cake. Let's have our cake, because we will say all these things and not do the cake.